Today we're going to be talking about the fighter's leg, or more importantly, we can widely categorize it as the athlete's leg or just the general person's leg. A lot of times, whether it be in sport or regular life, we are going to disrupt certain muscles that are going to contribute or create problems either upstream or downstream from where they're occurring. Today, with Logan Storley, we are going to work on the glute minimus, the inside of the thigh, the outside of the thigh, then the outside of the lower leg and the inside of the lower leg. This is because not only is he bouncing up and down the entire time barefoot while he's competing and training, but also he's throwing kicks and then also getting kicked in these areas as well. So he's absorbing impact, and then he's also going to squat and do some strength conditioning where that might be creating adhesions as well. We need to know how to mitigate these areas in order to stop the damage before it starts and contributes to an injury.
I'm Logan Storley, four-time All-American, University of Minnesota, now a Bellator fighter. Been training, my whole life, wrestling since I was 5 years old, so my body's definitely been beat up. And so now that I've worked with CK here for the last 3-4 years, we've been working on these areas.
The first muscle that we always want to attack when we're looking at something like the leg is the glute minimus. It's a small triangle-shaped muscle that's typically at your waistband. It's just a little bit higher than your hip bone, which is your greater trochanter, the leg, the bone of your femur, and it's just a little bit below the top or the crest of your hip. So the way that Logan's gonna get in there, he's gonna lay on his right-hand side, and we are going to get one peek right up into that area, support himself. He's going to support himself on the elbow, and then completely relax that right leg. If we have a little bit of trouble with pain, we want to breathe, and we want to focus on relaxing that muscle. A lot of times it's going to be very painful when we get in there with something like the Pso-RITE, which is a pretty aggressive tool. The body's going to immediately want to shut down because it's not a very nice mobilization. But the reason why we want to get in there is because the glute minimus is the master control center for the leg. If it gets tight, gets painful, has adhesions or trigger points, we will get pain down the leg, we'll get pain in the groin, we'll get pain in our lower back. And that sends practitioners chasing these areas when the actual problem is very, very far away from where the symptoms are. Logan, how's that feeling?
Yeah, it's definitely releasing it. I can feel the pain's not as bad anymore.
A little bit tender in there though?
Yeah, definitely tender.
Very cool. So we want to spend about 30 seconds to a minute in this area. If it's your first time, you want to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Hold your breath for 4 seconds in between. So we go breath in for 4 seconds, hold the breath for 4 seconds, and then we exhale through the nose for 6 seconds. If you can only do one round of that before it's too sore, that's fine. Get off, rest for a minute or two, and then get back on and try another round. You feeling pretty good, buddy? You want to get off that now?
Yep.
Okay. And there we have it, guys. Round number 1. That is the glute minimus mobilization.